Close your eyes, never. Hey, hello. Now, I just wanted to do some sketching on a sketch thing. However, I think any sketching I do should probably be in the hullabaloo thing. And also maybe a tiny bit on that Angela thing. Oh, we'll see how we go. Anyway. Mikey, what VR headset did you end up getting? Oh, sock in a jar. I have a... I think it's in my bedroom now. I have a Valve Index, the original Steam Valve Index. Back when that was the best one for a bit. Without realizing that for a fraction of the price, everybody would be pooling their time, money, games, and devs into the PS5 VR headset. It's like 1/3 the cost and 10 times the popularity. Relieved, is that the right R word? Oh, damn. I thought I had the beginnings of a flu, but it never progressed. Oh, did you just get, did you get like flu teased? Just a bad night's sleep with a sore throat and then you woke up fine. I'm halfway through the last book in a light novel series that I've followed for years. Book 33. Oh my god, how many different ways is the protagonist going to have sex with monsters by the 33rd book? Must be down to the really weird stuff. And I complained to my brother about it. He just smiled and said, great, then you can continue Omniscient Reader that you haven't finished. Thanks for letting me complain. I just want to moan about a book series. Let me have a moment. Just... Anyway. Poor toxic. I feel ya. It's actually very wholesome. Yeah. Eva writes wholesome fiction as well. Oh yeah, we all love wholesome books. Oh yeah, mate. This is a wholesome book space. If you keep saying it, I'll keep saying it. Whatever you want, mate. I used to work with a guy. Lovely guy. He's a top lad, actually. But he just had this slight little speech thing. I'm allowed to talk about speech impediments because streaming has given me many. But he'd always just go, at the end of every sentence. So he'd be like, oh yeah, talk about the books if you want to go. If you want to complain about the books, And you'd be like, what? And you'd be like, what? Shit used to go on for hours. Oh, some posts for you, mate, down in the post room. Huh? What? Never mind. It's called Ascendance. Sorry, Toxic Gin. You are on book number 33 of a book series called Ascendance of a Bookworm. Damn. Eva does. Is there a link, please? We'll have to ask Eva. She plays really coy about it. She tries to pretend she doesn't. But she's dabbled in Christian erotic fiction. There's wholesome, and then there's a whole sim. I start a lot of sentences with no. Oh, is that like an Australian thing? No, yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No, yeah. I get it. It does work grammatically for my head. No, yeah. Yeah, no. Do you know what? I'm still going to bring up a picture of Valkyrie. Please don't expect me to do anything today. If yesterday taught me anything, it's to reaffirm for you gorgeous, wonderful people. How much is a tier 2 sub, by the way? It's like another $4 or $5 on top of a regular. So I just need to reset expectations and remind you guys that a $4 or $5 quick doodle sketch is not a full commission where I take feedback. We're not here working on exactly what you... It reminded me so hard of why I don't do commissions. I was just like, oh my god. Yeah, no. It reminds me of when you say something to the S word and they go, I can't say that out loud, she'll start getting active. The bookworm has an anger and an anime as well. She was for book, he was for worm. The more he learnt, the more he consumed her. Her pages turned in a lustful fire. Her prose became a cresting wave, as the worm ate and gnawed away. Her spine shuddered. He consumed more. No, sadly not. No giftos. It's if anything, it's very unencouraged. We try not to have any subscribers. You all turn up and you sub and you're wonderful and thank you. But we're really trying to move past that. Why is this? This is so dark. Half opacity. Okay, guys, I haven't warmed up, so don't talk to me and go away. And I love you. I just want to see if I can. Mikey, you trying to draw Valkyrie again? No, I promise I'm not. Mikey. This is just warmsies. No Judge Z's. Judge Z is in Judge Dredd. To be sure, I'm very Australian. Absolutely. Oh dear, there's an ad break coming soon. I'm so sorry, I love you. Andre, how's the day, by the way? Oh, £8. Either way, don't worry. I might change, like, what I do and how I do it, depending on how long it takes me to get stuff done. But in a very general sense, I'll probably do some other Tier 2 promotion for the Tier 2 Hullabaloo, again at the start of next month. I mean, these ones are still going, don't get me wrong. But when they're closed, they're not closed forever. But yeah, has anybody got any plans for the weekend? Anything exciting going on? You all just chilling out? You all going to hang out with me? No, Mike, I'd rather be clipped by a car. Not hit, but clipped. Toxic, have some gorgeous... You call it dinner time? You call it dinner? Oh, it's coming up to 5. Toxic, you don't call it tea time? Toxic, have a wonderful dinner time. That's interesting. Mikey, define interesting. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's 6 PM here. I take it back, Toxic. I was being very close-minded about time zones. There's a better word for that. Sorry. I was BST GMT tunnel visioned. Go to my job that sucks my soul from my body a little bit more, or work on Inktober. Why not both? I did back in whatever 2020 when I last did Inktober. I did that at work. Just had an image up on one screen and just straight up just sat there with my sketchbook out, my little A5 at my desk. Didn't affect my work at all. It was brilliant. Send some old people on holiday, go back to sketching and getting the Copics. Hey Muku, welcome back. I'm okay, dude. We're taking it really easy today. I tend to like be a bit burnt out by the weekend, which is like the most, you know, that's when you really want to do fun stuff with your stream. And if I've streamed during the week, the chances of me actually taking a weekend off are really high. So either I'm going to take Thursdays off. I'm always trying to find the perfect schedule. Either I'm going to take Thursdays off in general, or if I am here on a Thursday, I'm just going to make sure to keep it really chill. So today is just a chill bit of drawing, and then a chill bit of gaming. So I might not go super late, but no complaints. How are you, dude? What's on your end? By the way, everybody follow Toxic Jin. Click on that name in chat. She's gone now. She won't hear us. Click on Toxic Jin's name in chat. She's a super gorgeous streamer. Right, the structure of his helmet is a little bit weird. We might simplify. But is she toxic? Dun 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 dun. You'll have to find out for yourself, mate. She's got a bit of bite with her bark, so do be careful. She's no spring chicken to the world of streaming, even if she is a gorgeous young egg. I was in another streamer's stream. They were doing like a streamiversary, and they were talking about like back when they first started streaming, you know, back when they were new to it, the things that they were like doing, or the sort of weird behavior from chat they were accepting because, you know, they didn't know any better. Some of it was so creepy and funny. But now we're all experienced Edwards. You take no Josh. Probably a better way to do this. Let's erase that. I don't like where we're going. Let's stick with the big shapes before we befuddle the bits in the middle. I might, should I just draw one side of this? Good afternoon, Fenrir. Where in the world are you, big man? Now I am in Thailand. Awesome, dudes. Are you at your hotel, on a beach, at the airport? Glad you made it safe. Fen, enjoy the life of luxury for me, will you? Whilst I continue my Twitch indentured servitude. What are you talking about, Mikey? You can walk away from this platform whenever you want. No, not if I want a slightly better pay rate. Why don't you stream on YouTube? Wonderful. Please don't fix my problems. Kick doesn't pay better. Don't worry about fixing my problems, guys. They all pay better. YouTube pays better. Kick pays better. Twitch is literally the worst one. YouTube take 30% of your memberships and your money. Twitch take 50, unless you work really hard to earn up to 30. But don't worry, I'm here to complain to enjoy complaining. Why don't you stream on Zoom? I'll send you a link. Wait, does Zoom do hosting stuff? That sounds a bit private. Nancy, you're not going to make me strip, are you? If I open a Zoom meeting with you, Nancy, if you're sitting there with like a cigar behind a desk. Yes, very good, Mikey. Now, draw a waifu. Yeah, that's it. Use a pencil brush. Take your shirt off, isn't it? It's a bit hot over there, isn't it, Mikey? Don't you want to earn some real money? A pretty young man like you could go far, Mikey. Whiskey in hand and everything. So many terrible jokes to make about how you could be making more money. Yeah, I'm literally on the worst paying platform and complaining about it, with accounts on all the better paying platforms, which I'm currently not multi-streaming to. We'll do some YouTube and Kick promotions down the line, but not yet. Fenrir, keep your quips for the hot Thai girls. Actually, I don't have no idea what your holiday intent is now, because you've got a friend. But, do you see how safe I was with that word? But, keep your banter for impressing the beach hotties. It's 11 p.m. Just flew in from Osaka. Oh, that's so cool. You could duo stream on TikTok. Yeah, that's also something I need to look into. ATM has upright mobile phone options for TikTok streaming. I have the equipment, I have the software, I now have the better internet to do it and the better graphics card to manage it. I just let me just chill out for a moment or two before I actually give it a go. But yeah, sometime this month I'll try to do a multi-platform stream. Or something. But let's moan some more. I'm now spoken for. Damn, Fenrir. Oh, did nobody put me in art? Unbelievable. This one's for Fen. Alright. Thank you very much. Oh, damn, this kind of taking me right back. God, I'm so sick of her armor. Let's get rid of that. Chutaremo, welcome on in. Fofo the Third, hello. Sorry guys if I missed anything in chat. Fen was, it's 50-50 tits and wiggles. We retied her. I looked for some different references. So I rejigged your tie one. But I might still need to jig it a little bit more. Because this image... I still was a bit flat on. Now, I'm sure I'll actually just run out of time and patience. And I'll be like, okay, let's just ink it. But at least, I feel like we finally got, like... to a point where it felt like tie. I was like drawing a lady lying on a beach and I was just like, what's even a tie haircut? Suddenly Mr. International Mikey Mega Mega became painted roundabout, cultureless idiot. I was like, I don't know what tie looks like. So then I looked at lots of pictures of Thai ladies. Do you know what, Fenrir? That made me feel really good. So hopefully we're a bit closer. You're far too kind. You're far too kind, Fenrir. So Fenrir, if you want to take photos of hot Thai girls for cultural research, tell your missus that you're literally getting them as a reference for an online illustrator, you know, for one of your bros. And I'll back you up in any kind of Discord. But I feel like there's a part of me that wants to wiggle her around a bit more so that like it's more dynamic. But maybe that's not the point. Maybe it's just a nice beach pin-up. So we'll see how we go. I told you I was going to challenge you. Now the word challenge is getting introduced into the conversation. I love your suggestions. But now you're just like, oh, I told you I was going to... You never said it. You were like, I've got the best idea in the world. Mikey, I'm going to blow your mind. You just gave me 3 completely fine normal suggestions. Mikey, this is going to change the way you understand art. I was like, holy shit, what's Fenrir bringing to the table? Hot Thai girls. Tommy? Something like that. I was like, I'm on board. I'm with it. I'm with you. And then after we're like going down that road for a bit, I'm just like, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be groundbreaking. I think people might have appreciated hot Thai girls and hot tummies before. No, Mikey. This is raw. We are on the bleeding edge. I'm with you, Fen. Let's go. I said that to Atami, and then you gave me shit. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, the bit where I gave you shit is the bit where I'm just like, I believe you. Do you remember this thing? Not particularly. You gave me a load of shit for it. Sounds about me. Have you drawn hot Thai girls before? Hey? Hey? Do you know what, Fen? I haven't. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to try to explore a character that actually felt like she might be remotely Southeastern Asian in any way whatsoever. It was a great suggest. It's a top suggest. One of my favourite suggests. Look, Fenrir, there's good people on both sides. Lot of good people on both sides. Drawing Thai girls. Ofa, how's your week going? Wow, I thought you were drawing a man. That scared me for a sec. Arthur, how dare you? We don't do that around here. No. Look, there's a lot of hot waifus on both sides. On both sides. But there's some really bad hombres out there. Real bad hombres. You gotta get rid of them. Universal Mikey. Universal Mikey is a myth. It was a dream. It was a dream of traveling and wandering. And Fenrir, here you are, living for me. Fenrir, I've come to the end, man. Like Mikey's on the way out, and like every now and then we hang out with Fenrir, and I'm just like, tell me of the Thai, tell me of the Thai girls again, Fenrir. I'm all like wrapped up in a blanket. My life clock is flashing red. Watching the sunset on the beach. Speak to me again, Fenrir, of the hot Thai girls. Just think of a hot waifu, Mikey, and look at the sunset. Yes. Think of the hottest waifu you can, Mikey. Fenrir's like loading up a shotgun. Just think of the waifus. Tell me of the rabbits again. Won't begin, I won't begin until I'm victorious. Morgan Gorgeous Faye. Oh! Morgan Faye has just dropped 5 giftos into the community. Remember, subscriptions guarantee citizenship. And thanks to Morgan Faye, Mr. Krauka PL, Spicy Boy Charles Dam, Freeson Non-Nuclear, Rad Raff, and Arthur 161007. If you've just heard your name read out, you are now a full-on citizen, courtesy of Morgan Faye. And remember, the basic sub perk is you can download my art for free in Discord. Including some stuff whenever I get it done. Damn, Morgan. How are you doing, dude? Thank you so much. Warmest wishes and revelations. By the way, this music's going all over the place. Morgan's like, Mikey's dying. Not on my watch. I didn't mean my career. I just meant like a metaphor about not having lived. Thank you, thank you. I'll keep him alive with 5 giftos. He did draw Danny DeVito's The Witcher. Oh my lord, you have a memory. Viking Biker Santa. I love that piece. That's one of my favourite Christmas pieces I've ever done. Thank you, Finn. Pixie, what are you up to at the moment? Recount to me when we went to the airsoft and the cute airsoft girl said, okay, and how did she say it again? Because I had a fake memory. She went, ba, 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 right? Really soft. She didn't say it hard. She didn't say pan, pan, pan. She said, ba, ba, ba. Tell me the airsoft cutie again, Fenrir. For real though, I don't, not now, because I'm not going to write it down. And you're on holiday. But I will have to, somebody will have to remind me who she was based on. Sorry, no, sorry, she was a real person, Mikey. It doesn't work like that. I mean, who she was cosplaying. There we go. Let's just tuck that arm right back there. Where it can't hurt anybody. There we go. Tell me if the airsoft girls again, Ben. I remember you said you wanted to draw her. I know, I remember we all made a pact. We fired off a handgun and a semi-auto airsoft gun, and we all walked out and we made a pact that we would never forget the girl we fell in love with, who was really 50-50 about being there at the airsoft place. That was our, Fenrir, that was you, me, and Ayatollah's Stand By Me. That was our body at the end of the train tracks. Do you know what I mean? Like, we came out different men when we went in. How could I forget? Don't forget to save as you go. Rhiannon's miniatures. What miniatures have you been into recently? And thank you, I will save. guys, thank you very much for subbing and gift subbing and the support towards the stream now that I'm kind of back into streaming. Really appreciate the warm welcome back and encouragement to be back and do stuff. You're very kind. Posture check and a sip. I mean, one thing at a time, lads, but... Oh, wow, whoa, those clicks, did you hear them? They get louder every year. And a sip. Humans are sometimes wider than they are thick. Follow me for more tips. I'm going to try to draw a boob, but not hang it, because then I want to squish it. Easier said than done, so this might be a bit of an issue. So don't worry that they're weirdly up here. Worry about what I'm going to do next. Damn. This music kind of got some drive to it, huh? I already like this track. Let me just add it to my thing. What is this? Oh, it's Lacrimosa? Oh, it's a Justice collab. Hey, Shadow King. How you doing, man? Back from the shadows? Mikey, how have you been? And have you checked out the new 2x KO game yet? No. What, 2x KO? 2 times KO? How am I? I'm glad to be back and I'm glad to be working. I do not know that game at all. The upcoming games that have been on my radar is that there's another Little Nightmares, which is going to make me probably just want to replay the first one, and Battlefield 6. 2KO? Is that like a wrestling game? Oh, it's a new League fighter that's free on Riot. So is it still... Okay, well, I am an open-minded man. However, my community has been very, very clear that I am not to play League. I've never tried it. I've never streamed it. But people have made it clear that they will leave if I ever give it a go. So I'm so sorry. I don't think I'm allowed. One of our viewers is a big League player, Minri. I'll ask her about it sometime. Oh, it's a fighter. Oh, it's a fighting game. Oh, it's a 2v2 tag fighter. Oh, I am interested. I am interested. Oh my god! And did you just say it was free to play? Because we happen to be very lightly. There's no rush. There's no deadline. But we happen to be very lightly in the market for a free to play fighting game of some sort. Mikey hates new things. And don't forget new people. I peaked at high school. Whatever technology was then, I was good. And my age is like becoming apparent when it comes to cool new stuff. Don't say that, Mikey. You're as young as the day you were born. You were born at 35 years old, right? The fighting game and the regular league are different. It's just within the world of LoL. Yeah, it's free. Yo, what's good, Andre? And they've got 2 new characters with early access. Do you know what? I think I might investigate that. Thank you very much for putting that on my radar. The reason why I'm kind of curious is because I'd like for us to play another 2v... Well, I don't mind if it's 2v2, that's really cool. But I'd like for us all to play another fighting game like we did with Tekken 7. Because it was a game where basically like the criteria are the game has to be really cheap or free. So that like I can encourage you guys to buy it without you having to really spend much money. So that we can all just like chill out and play a game that like a lot of the community knows. And we can just like DOS out if we're all bored and we don't want to do anything interesting. It'd be like, okay, grab Tekken 7 guys, let's go. So I'm kind of looking for like, you know, another free game where we can kind of have that attitude where everyone can join in. So a free fighting league game that's 2v2? Well, well, well. Wellity, wellity, wellity. How big is an arm? It's as large as a piece of beef on a stick. It's as large as an egg on a pole. Or a warm summer feeling. Wrapped in the scent of garlic and clove. Ginger. Will you get Tekken 8 at some point? Yeah, when it's £5 on Steam. So probably just before the Tekken 9 launch. Another free game would be Skate, if you like skateboarding. Mate, I haven't skateboarded since uni! Damn! I don't even think I have a skateboard anymore. I think my skateboard's downstairs. I think my skateboard's a bit fucked. You know the grip? My grip peeled away. So I think it's a mixture of grip and raw board. Damn! You come in here and you start talking about skateboards. You're going to send me on a memory journey. You're going to send me on a spirit walk. Damn. Yeah, I hear the skate games are pretty cool, bro. Damn. I haven't flipped a kick. I could barely kick flip anyway. I was too scared to go on a half pike. Oh, I was too scared to go on a quarter pike baby ramp. The drop terrified me. So I just ran around. I was going to get it for you, but I didn't want you to feel obligated to play it. Kid Ludens, bless your sweetheart. Now, although I'm receptive to the idea, I would say this, you handsome, lovely man. You have been very gift heavy recently, and that's really fucking dope of you, dude. But, like, if you're thinking of gifting me Tekken 8, I think you've given me so much that this is a time where you want to think, what if I saved that money and gave myself a treat instead? Like, take that Tekken 8 and go buy your missus some, I don't know, a pork pie and a bunch of flowers. What do ladies like? Or grab yourself a sports massage or something. Alright, well, this boob curve's getting a bit irregular. She loves pork pies. Mikey remembering things where having a low center of gravity is a plus! Oh, now, come on. I could do a front... I could out front flip my very acrobatic friend, and it made him really angry when we were kids. Do you want to know what I love, Fenrir? Victorian looms. Oh man, those were good days. Just scrambling under the looms, collecting all of the loose wool and flax and dust. Get in there before the machine resets. Oh man, good stuff. Love that low center of gravity dream. Spare cran? Any spare crans, Governor? Dang, you're skating for real, for real. Yeah, too scared to do a quarter pike. For real, I was a real skater. Lol, pork pie. Nancy, what do ladies like for a snack? Like, if you were just like, Nancy, you've just come home. You've had a day optimizing computers for businesses. You don't even realize you're hungry. But in your house is a handsome man with a beard. And he goes, hey girl, don't freak out. I'm just here to give you a snack. What snack have I just handed you? Chips. Just a good pack of chips, yeah? How do you like your chips? I love mine really salty and really vinegary. I like them to, like, get weird with it. Ladies love a pork pie. Follow me for more advice. Babe, what's up? You've hardly touched your pork pie and iron brew. No, I'm not going full northern, don't worry. I'm not a monster. Is this one too big? I'm not a monster, Tim. Chicken tendies. They're so easy, man. That's the air fryer's dream. I don't think a hand's gonna cut it. I have to just bikini our way out of this problem.
Cool. Way to go.
Oh, yo. Iron Garden! Ooh! What's garden in Japanese? Iron is tetsu, right? Garden is koen? Tetsukoen! Tetsukoen ni! Thank you very much for the tier 2 hullabaloo sub! Yo, let's go! Iron Cohen. You handsome, handsome man. Firstly, the basic subs perks. You handsome boy, get access to my art for free in Discord. Thank you. Subscriptions guarantee citizenship. In my new empire, you and your loved ones will be safe. When Mikey Mega Mega goes door to door. And, of course, thank you very much for getting on board for Tier 2 Hullabaloo to help me get slightly closer to a basic rate, which isn't even the bare minimum that you get on other platforms, which are also themselves taking way too much of our money. Don't worry, I'm not here for solutions, I'm here for complaints. Dude, whenever you like, give me 3 random words. Just avoid existing characters, but give me 3 random words. And, sorry, what I'll do is I'll move this over here. And what I'll do is I'll draw a random little picture, and I will try to incorporate at least 2 of those words in the theme of the picture. Disclaimer time. This is not a full-on commission. I won't be taking feedback. It's just a quick doodle. It will suck. But thank you so much. As long as we're clear. As long as we're clear. Dude, let's get your name down now. Iron Garden. What an absolute lad. And a boy and a man. Iron Garden 2. It doesn't have to be today, by the way. You can think on those words. They'll have very little effect on the illustration. But whenever you like, drop 3 keywords. In before Iron Garden asks for Lena. Wait, who's Lena? Wait, is this Shadow King talk? Can't even choose a name. Did you save? Do you know what? That's a good shout, dude. Allow me to give it a cheeky little save right now, just in case. Poor Mikey. Oh, Niwa is a garden. So what's a koen? Oh, Mikey, you prick. Mikey, you fat white gaijin. I hate you, and Japan hates you. A koen is a park, isn't it? A Niwa is a garden, and a koen is a park. Fenrir, I'm so sorry I let you down. Your new empire? Kid Luden's words. Scooby-Doo, Peter Griffin. Super Saiyan 3 Goku! Thank you, thank you. I remember, so if you're ever bored, look up the Rainbow Orchid. There's a series of books that are like a bit of a love letter to Tintin. Set a little bit pre-Second World War, I think. Called The Rainbow Orchid, so it's Julius Chancer is the name of the person in the books, who goes on adventures around the world. And the guy who writes and draws these books is someone I used to have karate classes with. A guy called Gareth Ewing. I'm not doxing him. His name's on the front of all the books. And he was doing a load of signings, and you know, he'll even draw you a little picture sometimes. So he'll draw you like the face of a character because it's quick, and he'll sign your thing, and he'll draw you a face of another character in the book and sign your thing. And he was like, one of the weirdest ones is I was just very quickly signing a load of books. And this guy came up to me, this adult man, and he was like, I want you to draw me a picture of Julius Chancer riding the panther. Because in a book, they're attacked by a panther in one of the books. He's like, I want you to draw Julius Chancer riding on the panther. And he was just kind of like, read the fucking room, mate. I was like, I'll quickly doodle someone's face, and then you can get out of my way. Draw Zippy from the Rainbow TV show. This is Zippy from memory, by the way. I don't remember his face. It looks like he's screaming in pain. I can't remember what Zippy's face looks like. Oh god. Get rid of that. Was that it? Was that remotely close? You're literally just two eyes and an oval. Yo, dare, I will have a sip, thank you. Iron Garden. I am known for getting Art of Lena in verse from the Slayer. Oh, did you know? So when you were like in before he asks for Lena, Vichuga, I didn't realize you knew Iron Garden. Lena inverse from the Slayers. Well, Iron Garden, I'm not going to draw you Lena inverse from the Slayers. But thank you. So, give me words which relate to her if you like. And I will try to look at pictures of her. But basically, if I try to lock in and draw a character accurately, that takes way more time than this is worth, if that makes sense. Otherwise, I'll never get it done at the end of a month. But I will put it in brackets. Lena. Sorry, what was she from, dude? Lena inverse. So I'm not doing that, but I have written it down just in case. So we've got... I got the best drawing and I didn't even sub. Yeah, Kid Luden's got a bagger. Kid Luden's got a journey back through time. Garcia Gamer. Hey, Mikey, I hope you're doing well. And you have a lovely cup of tea. Garcia Gamer. Saludos, amigo. Sim. Gracias. I hope you're doing well. I wouldn't say that tea was too lovely, though. It's full of ginger and cloves. Because I'm trying to be well. Iron Garden wants short mage cape. Oh, I love shorties. And mages. And capes. Dude, I have you. You're logged. You're locked in. You're immortalized. Eventually you will become a very rough, bad illustration. And in so doing, a part of you will live on forever. How does it feel, Iron Garden? How does it feel to be part of the big leagues? How does it feel to be one step towards eternity? Incoming ad break, by the way, for those who aren't eternal. Sorry, I'm trying to imagine. So basically we've got like a hanging boob. But I'm trying to imagine if it's like maybe in a bikini, but maybe also being held up. So like we've got squish, but we've got hang. But we've still got like a little bit of like body map, maybe? Maybe no map. Excuse me. Cheeky toasted bagel and cream cheese. Fuck yeah. You think Zippy is an unoriginal character? I thought Zippy was fantastic. I remember him being very loud and aggro. Right, one sec. I'm just going to look up a character real quick. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go on a really quick wee break. Do forgive me. I'll be right back. Ew. When does exaggerating female anatomy become body horror? 300%. I think that's the common one. If you dial anything up to 300%, it becomes horrific. Like, have you ever seen, like, people play Resident Evil 2 cutscenes? But they 300% the animations, or they 300% the proportions. You can make things really sexy and really curvy. And keep pushing it out there. And 300 is where you start to lose part of your audience. Maybe part of selling the boob is making it squish into the arm more. Internet pornographer Mikey Mega Mega admits to selling boobs, selling women's body parts, their identity, their liberty, for filthy internet coins. Stop this man. Stop this man. Do you know what? I need to look at some... I follow a very squishy lady on Twitter. Should probably... I need to check her out for research. I don't know her Twitter name, though. Adorable. Zippy is... Zippy, Bungle. Can you count to 10, Bungle? It's in the boobs of the beholder. Within my boobs, only a single boob is left of my kingdom. Give my kingdom a boob. I don't know how. But nothing has come and taken the boobs away. All that's left is a single grain of nipple. My kingdom. Oh my god. Sorry, I need to get my right keyboard back in check. There we go. You haven't seen me, but also... Yeah, Pixie's never here officially. Pixie's actually part of somebody else's community. So we must never tell stories about that involve Pixie being in chat. But she lovingly graces us, nonetheless, for a cheeky hello. We don't deserve her. Many things I don't deserve. Sorry, I'm constantly lowering and moving. I'm just bringing the boobs down in general, making them a bit more relaxed. Now, the point of these quick sketches is to not spend all this time on them. But, I have an agenda. I'm doing this one for a reason. I have detailed recordings of all of Pixie's times in chat. Oh no! For WikiLeaks! No! Do you remember when I do you remember when I confused the guy from WikiLeaks with the guy from that island? Who is the horrible man with the island with the young girls and the famous people? Oh, Epstein. So I confused Epstein and the WikiLeaks guy because I think they both died in jail or something. Hello there. Welcome raiders. Guys, we just got a gorgeous raid from a rather sensually and seductively voiced your latte. How you doing, you gorgeous thing? Secutor, are you a Warhammer fan by any chance? And K-Rig, hi guys, welcome on in. Hey y'all. Hello, how's your stream? What have you gotten up to? My name is Mikey, and I draw waifus, and it's lovely to be here. And that's it. Oh wait, is the WikiLeaks guy alive? I thought they both committed suicide, air quotes, in prison or something. Anyway, I got them confused. And so I think I made a number of comments where I thought I was talking about the WikiLeaks guy, but unfortunately I was saying Jeffrey Epstein every single time. And I think I've had some really bad misleading conversations with people and they never really called me out on it. They just went quiet and stopped talking to me. I'm just really worried. You're so gorgeous. Oh, is that Julian Assange? I thought he was a reporter for the BBC. Anyway, guys, go click on Your's name, give him a follow. Let me give you a little shouty. Is there anything, that you would like to share? Now, you have to pay art tax when you go into her stream. Fucking hell. So allow me to slightly bother you. Would you want to, like, link to a piece of artwork or an Instagram or anything? Say yes when you're ready. Do not say no. And I'll give you a permit, and then you can drop a link. Shout out at your... Fucking hell, mate. Oh, he's alive and well in Australia. Oh, good for him. He's alive, he's well, and he hasn't done anything involving kids. It's all I can ask for from the WikiLeaks guy. Yeah, I really must apologise to some friends. I was like, of course they got to him. He was doing the one thing the government doesn't want people to do. And he was doing it for us. Mikey, are you sure you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein? 100%. Every generation there's going to be somebody who says no to the system. Are you sure, Mikey, you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Can I link? Yes, please. Yes, please. One sec. Yo, hey Rekka, how you doing? Big booba. Rekka, I do try my best. Ooh, yeah, let's have a look. Right, one sec. I've got to, I have to prep this a little bit. Oh my god! Okay, this page is fucking sexy. One sec. Please be the right monitor for the love of Christ. Oh, perfect. Okay. It's so beautiful it made me ill. This is some of your latte's work. Look at her shading, look at her blending, look at her soft shading. So soft. So soft. She doesn't even know what a hard round brush is in her house. But look how she tightens it up with all of that crisp line artwork as well. Look how all that softness pops because it's well restrained and well measured. Look at you doing face structure. These are fucking awesome, dude. These are really cool. Go check out your latte. Go click that shouty link in chat, please. And see what she's doing. Damn, you're. I'm so glad I follow you on Twitter now. That's true. I don't know any hard edges. Yeah, you're so soft and lovely. Don't tell your husband I said that. Okay. I ain't no homewrecker. Anyway, where's my reference pictures? Shadowheart, my princess. So, I know everybody likes Shadowheart. What about the other lady who's really, really beautiful with the silver hair? We worked out her name. I've forgotten her name and I can't be asked to Google it right now. He hears everything. Do you want to know your? I'll tell you what I love your. My favourite thing in the world, your latte, is the sanctity of marriage, which I would never intrude upon. Aww. That's what's important to me. Yeah, but go follow your latte. Hey, thank you so much for raiding over here. It was lovely chilling out in your stream the other day, dude. I'm just trying to measure out boobs that are gripped versus boob that's squished over an arm. One over an arm, one semi... You know what I'm trying to get at. Are we not all boobs at the end of the day, in the eyes of God? I reckon I could get some insane pinch if I do end up giving her a bikini. We'll try 2 variants. Oh, this dark outline. Select all layers, expand for about 0.4 pixels, and put a black layer under everything. Oh, whoa, 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 you're, wow, okay, wow. That's such a completely different map. So what I do, Mikey, I didn't ask. So what I do is I have a, once I've done my sketch, I have a base flat layer that fills the whole sketch. I'll give you an example. This sketch is really bad, by the way, but it's a good example. So once I've done the sketch, I will paint in with a hard round brush and a selection tool just a solid lump. And so all my other layers are on top of that. This sits right at the back of everything. And so when I want to do like an out, by the way, your method is fascinating. I must try it. But when I want to do like anything that's about the overall character, like adding some lines or shadows or anything like that, I go back to this base layer and I do it on the base layer so it pokes out. And you've just come in here and just been like, why not just draw the art and then expand and apply? Wow. I always want to know. Oh, thank you. Oh, you probably do it too. Oh, okay, great. I love your emotes. Oh yeah, she's got some good stuff. Should I use my prime or wait to get T2? Adorable, there's no rush. I might not be doing the same drawings. I might have a different gimmick. It'll probably be the same. But tier 2 is going to be happening for the next 3 months. So we'll be doing tier 2 Hullabaloo for most of this month until I hit my target, and then we turn it off. And then we open up submissions again next time round. Bless you for taking an interest, though, Adorable. I appreciate it. So, I appreciate it's the end of the stream. I release you from your bonds. You might need to go make some goulash and relax. But thank you so much. Hope you have a lovely day. Or, lurk, chill out, be happy. Okay, so I'm gonna try a bikini top version. However, I think one sec. Do I need to no. Yes, one sec. Wrong word. Much better. Mikey, you ain't a high spread. Do you want to know what disappointed me the most? It's when I had an idea that didn't happen in the books that would have made the books better. We were talking about Stormlight Archive, and eventually I was like, what if Adolin does the equivalent job of what the Spren do? The Spren fill the gaps to bond broken people to make them stronger. What if Adolin is a human who bonds broken Spren to make them strong again? And like, instead of Adolin saying an oath, his sword does instead. The Spren says an oath to him. I was like, oh my god, he's like the inverse. I was like, it's all building up to this. This is amazing. And then what did they do? Oh, they just backtracked him by 2 books to make him really hate his father again. I've muted you. Good. Okay, yeah, sorry. By the way, spoiler alert. I need to feed my pets. I will lurk. Thank you so much again. Your latte. Have a lovely day, dude. I'm still trying to see a return on a £15,000 I put into Megacoin. Ooh! Ooh. We're at the bottom of the valley at the moment, Kid Ludens, on Megacoin. The valley's really wide. The moon is very far away. Yeah. I'm not allowed to invest in coins till I've paid off my mortgage. But I kind of hate myself. Every time I look at Bitcoin, I'm like, oh no, I could have been rich. I read an article the other day. It said the owner of Bitcoin, of that Satoshi guy, who's completely anonymous, the guy who invented Bitcoin, because he has so many Bitcoins, his Bitcoin wallet is worth approximately 130 something billion. Apparently he has like about $138 billion worth of Bitcoin. And I'm like, do you know what? Because like, I'm just like, I can't invest in coin. They're too risky. I need to not lose my house. And hindsight is very challenging sometimes, when your hindsight is, look at the success you didn't join in on. Mo Nilico. Well. Yeah, I remember that name. How you doing? How's life? Once you have 10 million, who cares if you have any more? It's all the same. I bet it kind of is. It's minus 30 today. Oh, well, it's minus 50 here. Who cares? All right, Gillians. Well, that might be a bit more important, but Kid Ludens also doesn't like me talking about Bitcoin. I'm not the only one. So yeah, we try not to talk about coins. I remember when that GameStop thing happened and everybody invested. I didn't, because I'd never heard of it. And I was like, oh, damn. And then after the GameStop investment thing happened, they changed the rules to stop people investing in coins so freely because they were betting against the market and it was working. And random people were getting rich instead of the banks getting rich. So they were just like, okay, you're not allowed to do that anymore. That's the world we live in. Oh, adorable. Thank you so much for that, Prime Adorbs. Greatly appreciated. Gonna make a cup of coffee. Ooh. Anyway, I'm looking at pictures of a certain character, but before I do, let's test run a little bit of stuff. Ooh, now it gets exciting. I appreciate the Prime sub. It's distracted me from talking about coins, which I know nothing about. I feel better already having shut up. Damn, Eva was right all along. I'm trying to use the bikini to really describe the squish, more than anything. It's a tool. The police officer all died. Oh wow, I'm so tickly. Oh damn, is this a real story? God. I sound like James Bond in GoldenEye on the N64. Every time I do 2 coughs, I imagine a status bar from my watch. Azaudi, hello, Azaudi, and Hitachi Johnson, how you doing? Johnson products are very interesting. I was saying the other day that Hitachis, although they vibrate very well, they are not built to last. And if you use a Hitachi aggressively on a partner, you've probably gone through more than one in a short period of time. According to a friend. Oh man, this is really funky. I like it. The drum beat's really good. Makes it feel like an early Daft Punk album. Mikey spent 30 seconds on a head and 47 minutes on the jug. Do you know what? I am... So this is the lazy Thursday vibe. I can just sit here, no intent to get anything particular done, and just mull over those boobs as much or as little as I see fit until I like the feeling. Until the squish feels visually nice whilst also being perhaps physically feasible. But I have spent a lot of time here yet. Yo, hello Paulie, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hitachi Johnson's just like, yes, I know. I am Mr. Hitachi.
Very cool, way to go.
Oh damn, Kid Ludens has dropped a gifto on Paulie. Oh Paulie, are you a Twitch regular around the house? You want a Kid Ludens Bros? Paulie, how's your day? Look, you're asking after Angela. Izikawa, maybe? Paulie's a bro. Oh fuck, hell yeah. Alright, sweet. You've been pre-opted with a seal of approval. Now, here's a different question. Do I want to take only this? But maybe this? And do a part move, part elongate? Possibly not. But just in case I do, I dare. And then...
Very cool, way to go.
We bring this back. Actually, let's bring just this back. Da, 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 da. Chaotix! Oh, Wolfie subscribed with tier 2 for the hullabaloo! Thank you so much. Wolfie is on board. I hope you're ready to become immortalized in a really wonky, quick drawing. Please do not use this as an example of the standard of work you will receive. Thank you so much. Yo, let's go. Chaotic. That's a weird way to spell Cybergirl, Wolfie. Chaotic, chaotic. Wolf. Girl? Livy. Damn. Whenever you wish it, whenever you feel in the mood, feel free to go ahead and drop me 3 random words that we will use at least 2 of to help dictate the direction of an illustration. Please do not confuse this with a commission, where we get feedback. Please do not give me the name of any existing characters. And I will draw you a very wonky little picture. And we'll add it to our little collection of the hullabaloos. Our hashtag wonky waifus. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. How is people? Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. Fighting a good fight. On the eternal slog. Now, we're going to try drawing something called the face? It's an area above the boobs, apparently. I'm just following a guide. It's got eyes. Ah, yes. The fabled Phaeus. Legends tell. Legends speak of an area on a woman above the boobs. Often referred to as up here. Where the eyes are. The place. I'm drawing the one part of women they'll never catch me in. Face! Sorry, it's very specific. Face!
Very cool, way to go!
Armored Core 6 is a nice game.
And with that magic, Armored Core 6 Fires of the Rubicon floats a little higher in Mikey's subconscious list of things he needs to play before 2026. Thank you very much for that primer, Winston. Welcome back for a bit more nubbin and lovin'. Let's all talk. Fires of a Rubicon. That really was going places, that game, huh? Dude, how are you? I'm not zooming in because I want to just, like, roughly get the feeling right before we do any details, so we're just sort of squeezing an idea of eyes into some very closed eyes. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! I'd like to apologise to everyone in the room. Wow. Thank God for digital. Except for the fact that it's now, like all media, utterly corruptible in the face of an AI nightmare future. Other than that, still really good. I think it was Eva sent a link to like one of those interesting videos where it was this lady who'd basically been recording television since the 70s. So for something like, I don't know how long, but let's say 15 years or something, she just recorded all TV. And she had like every room in her house was VHS and Betamax. She had storage containers full of VHS and Betamax. And she specifically, like, as well as all TV, she always made sure to specifically get anything of like black actors and black characters. Like, she recorded all of Star Trek and stuff because she was worried that in the future people might change history by erasing people in and out of mediums and changing the narrative on what actually happened. She didn't trust it, so she physically made hard copies of just every TV episode of every show. And because it was physical media, it's exactly as it was. And the whole point was that now, like, AI can come in and just change Wikipedia entries and fake the video behind the proof and fake the news article on a fake media website that's used to corroborate the lie. And then the second half of the little documentary video was like, so then all the videos were sent to the Internet Archive, who promptly digitized them and uploaded them to their hard drives. It was just like, we took all those Betamax and all those VHS, and we started a project of digitizing all of it. And it's just kind of like, I understand why, but but I don't think you understand what she was aiming for. Finally, now AI can get in with all of her savings and recordings. Well, I'm feeling that XP brew tea kicking with these beats. Feeling pretty funky. Rinston, you're going to go to Paris next week. Rinston, if you're doing it for love, I hope you have a lovely time. If you're doing it for any other reason, I'm so fucking sorry. Paris is awful. Would you like to get mugged by a Nigerian or a white Parisian street kid? I've seen both in one holiday. Happened to two different classmates. Man, Paris is... Now, by the way, if you're from Paris and lurking along to my stream, j'aime le français, j'aime les personnes parisiennes. Vous n'êtes pas êtes une hater. Une hater. Mais France is a gorgeous country. Paris is a rat-filled shithole. Is that too much? Allegedly. Come to Brazil, just avoid Rio. I knew Lindalay. I probably said this to you before, mate, but I was a baby in Rio. I used to bounce on my auntie's knee in a Rio apartment. Okay, now let's go look at this other character. I got DMX on Switch. DXM. Here comes a radicalized no politics Mikey again. I'm so sorry. I was just chatting shit. I'm just trying to make sure French people hate me for no reason. My bad. It's like Anthem, but it's good. Ooh! Paris is like London. 2% tourist places are the only nice parts. Yeah, I mean, some of the worst people I've ever met in my life I met in London. Mikey, maybe you just don't like anything outside your own house. Well, let's not go pointing fingers. Nancy, I'm so sorry, I take it back. Fuck. Guys, I fucked up. Oh, Nancy, no. Guys. I find it funny how most people have a similar opinion about Paris specifically. My mum used to have like a petit manoir just out in the suburbs of France. And I think we always tried to make sure we flew into a different airport. I'm looking at a very mid figurine instead of an actual image of this character's hair. We might have to change this in a minute, but... Nancy, you're the exception that proves the rule. You're such a gorgeous exception. You're such a creative exception. Nancy, what have you been working on recently? I don't know if you can hear the sounds of my shovel scraping the dirt on the floor as I dig. This sort of repeats with most of the country's capitals, at least in Europe. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your experiences, obviously, but Paris makes me glad that we have a big water gap between other countries in the UK. I do like that there's a physical, non-walkable gap between us and the rest of Europe. Because it means that, like, ever so slightly, only slightly, but ever so slightly, there's just less pickpocketing in London than there are in other countries. It's really common for people from the UK, even people from London, to get their stuff nicked when they go on a European holiday, especially to France or Paris in particular. Paris and Italy. Because they're just not as, like, switched on about the fact that, like, they are surrounded by people who will steal your stuff. Unless you've lived in Brighton, that's a good place to get your coat nicked. Wow, I'm really working through some stuff today. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize. What I meant to say is, isn't everything lovely? I'm back for a little bit. What you drawing, Mikey? Are you trying that MILF again? Maybe, maybe I went to bed last night wondering if I was being a stubborn asshole and should possibly have another go at drawing a MILF. Eva, yesterday reminded me why I hate commissions. People coming in telling me that I wasn't drawing the right thing. Like, my gut reaction is to tell people to fuck off, which obviously I don't do. But I was like, this is why I don't do commissions. Right here. And then I went to bed and I thought about it and I was like, oh, maybe I'm the asshole. So I'm just drawing a big stand-up milfy character for no reason. I didn't want to say, but that is actually, Eva is correct. That is actually what I'm doing. So, Paulie, what are you watching at the moment? What anime and or games do you like? Just walk really fast on average. Absolutely, Ecoson. At least in London you get knifed. At least. Oh, you're building a bookshelf. Oh, I have, courtesy of Fenrir, that he sent me on our birthday or Christmas. It's a one-way love. I have a little Lego set, and it's just a little nook with a bookshelf. I'm looking forward to that. We'll do it on stream. Nancy, you've just reminded me of something really charming. You're practicing Bloodborne with a no-hit run. Oh my god, Paulie, I didn't realise you were hardcore. I've not played Bloodborne yet, bro. I've done Dark Souls 1. I like to do some slightly speedy Sekiro runs, but only for the first half of the game. I stop before the Guardian Ape, and then I just reset it and start from the beginning again. I don't like the rest of the game. And I've played a lot of Souls-likes. I've played Elden Ring. But whenever we play like a Souls-like, and I sort of discuss with guys, you guys, no, just guys in general, at the gay sauna, whenever I discuss with people in general, specifically men, what I like about other Souls games, or Souls-likes, the mechanics that I like, people always basically come back to me and say, you're basically describing Bloodborne. Play Bloodborne. So it's on my list. God, I've got to stop looking at this figurine. Let's look at some actual illustrations. Someone's done a really dumpy 3D print. That's for later. You have a good heart, Mikey. And yes, commissions may not be fun, but it allows you to be more creative. I think it was just my... and by the way, I'm not arguing against you at all, Eva, because you are right. I do agree. But just talking about my headspace, I think like when we were doing the MTG stuff, I was like, that's the point. I want you guys to give me free keywords, and I will do my best to actually come up with something. But we all know how long that took. And that was for like, 2 years of service as like a big thank you at the time. Back when I was more wide-eyed with how much spare time we had. Whereas I was like, I can't turn this into like a thinking project. As much as there's a lot of benefit of doing so. Have you tried Code Vein? You're married. Did you know that, like, sorry, it sounds like I was about to give you a fact. Did you know I worked on Code Vein? No, what I meant to say was just, Code Vein is one of those games that's been on my radar for ages to play. And I think recently they announced Code Vein 2 or something. Electric Boogaloo. Which is also very, very interesting. Is it still worth playing Code Vein 1, would you say, before just playing the sequel? Because I am down. Second one is about to be released. Yes. How are you feeling today, Mikey? Well, my pre-stream tea was my ginger and clove. So not too bad. I had like the diet lunch, as if I was on a diet again. So I didn't overeat, so my energy levels were relatively even. However, because there's not much food, I try not to leave it a whole 4 hours. We started hanging out. Oh, we've not been here for long at all. We started at 5 and it's like 6:30. Oh damn. I thought it'd been a bit longer. I was about to say, I will actually go on a break and do some cooking before we move over to video games. Yeah, back on my not very nice meals bullshit. What's going on your end? Now, hopefully the features are on another layer. Oops, shit. Oh, that's okay as well. I'm still worried that this arm's a little bit impossible. I'm just testing, don't worry. I'm just looking. I'm not gonna ruin this, but what if we just went a bit more up here and it felt a bit more like that would actually be her arm really doing that? Maybe not that high, but pretty high. Hello, Mikey. Thanks for the streams. Solo Grizzly. Hey, thanks for saying. You're welcome, dude. What's good? Hey, Rinstant, by the way. How's life? Oh, it's coming out in January. So is Grand Theft Auto 6-ish. Random question. How long did it take you to get a workflow with digital painting? Okay, Solo Grizzly, I'm going to give you a super weird answer. That question assumes you ever get a workflow. The way I do things is I'm so on and off. I always try drawing a different thing, often in a different slight variation, whether it's style or technique, with massive gaps in between. So for me, my experience in digital painting is having to shake off the cobwebs, being off for ages, having to shake off the cobwebs, being off for ages. I have no flow. I do have some steps that are very useful to break down complex pieces, and they're very basic things like do A/B shading, either refine your sketch really hard or make sure all the work is done by the line art stage versus rendering on top later. Get into the habit of looking for mistakes, looking for opportunities to improve what you're drawing at every stage of the drawing. But every piece I focus on some of those things more than others. Like today this is like the pace I enjoy drawing at. Slow, meandering, no particular intent to get anything done quickly. It takes ages and it's not great. So it's not like a super viable workflow. But sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. So I just don't know if I've got a good answer. Does anybody else have like a workflow where they're just like, do you know what? I really nailed it down in my 3rd year of art. For me, it's something that I'm always sort of testing and tugging on. But enough about my penis when I was 13. She's got more long strands of hair at the front as well. I hope you lay off on the XP brew for a little while. Or not have any after 2 PM. I had my XP brew today at I think 4 or something. And I've been very conscious about not turning into a screaming maniac. I've been keeping it pretty chill. But then again, Eva, all my tea now is decaf. I probably do have an emergency box somewhere, but I've got like 4 boxes in the kitchen now, all of it's decaf tea. I just get that big hit now instead. Anyway, I can quit anytime I want. Alright. Eva's like, yo, Mikey, I tried looking up Dean on the internet. I think he's wanted for trafficking illegal amounts of taurine across Filipino borders. Mikey, I think you need to be careful with that tea, Mikey. Ah, man, it's all good. I just need another little cup to pick me up, and I'll be good, man. Just need one for focus. Mikey, you're giving XP brew to a baby. Stop. Nah, man, it's all good. Hey, you're toxic. I really like the hair on this one. Oh, thank you very much. I'm trying to make it milfy. I might sort of slightly bring down the rate. So it was all fun and games when I was just doing a nondescript torso. But I might actually somewhat reduce the generosity, just so that it fits a bit more overall. I remember when I used to draw badly. Somebody else sent me some art who hadn't drawn for ages just recently. I was super chuffed to see it. Toxic, if you ever find yourself illustrating again, or have an old favourite, My door's always open. Oh god, I think I sent you my really rough bad hentai from back in the day. It was baby's first hentai. I was just like oh, I just want to, every time I sent it to someone, I was just like, I just want to be clear, this is solicited, right? I don't want this to be like an unsolicited thing I'm sending you. I stopped improving after I turned 15. Oh, toxic. Were you one of those kids? Find yourself suddenly disillusioned after university? Happens to a lot of people. I've made my decisions. Wow, toxic doesn't look back. I made my decisions. I know who I am. I know what's real. I made my decision to focus on writing skills instead. Why don't you ever say hi like that to me, Mikey? Instead, you always tell me to close your door. If I ever... wait, what? They should have mentioned Hideo Kojima. You would have done it for free. They wanted me to be the new host of Art Attack and smart. They couldn't afford it. Look, Kid Ludens, I've been talking about playing Death Stranding for so long and you weren't here for any of it. We had like a window where I was going to get on board of it. And it's been so long, dude. I now have to play Grand Theft Auto. I don't know what to tell you, Kid Ludens. Fenrir was like, forget him, Mikey. He's never coming back. I was like, you know, I still want to try it for myself. No, you don't, Mikey. You've been listening to him again. You've been thinking of Kid Ludens. I can smell it on you. Mikey, what is your view on the human condition? I think all living things die alone, and we are ultimately programmed to self-destruct. Everything in between is finding as much happiness as you can before it ends. What's your view? What's your view? Son, you've got a condition. Ooh, Wolfie. I wasn't aware the combination of writing and drawing would have made me a much shinier Pokemon for companies in the future. So here I am, job hunting still. Toxic, I'm so glad you got into writing. The one medium that has most been replaced with AI. Bad research. And keywords, which when searched, start to show that even modern academic papers, people are cheating with AI all the time now and not mentioning it, including sources. Mistakes were made. Lucky me, right? I want to see what's Wolfie up to. Ooh, it's your gorgeous OC. And she has something akin to a rapier. Is that her hood hanging back off her outfit? Have you given her like a dagger? Some sort of magic book under lock and key? And elefono. A harp-playing horny boy. His name's Cunnilingus. Oh my god. The colours in this are so good, dude. The colours in this are fucking bold. I love the tone shift. Damn. Damn. Okay, we're gonna have to try a variation. This was alright when I was trying to think up like how they squish and stuff. But there's a part of me that feels like it'll be more milfy if we go for a bra. Chaotic Wolfie, did you try giving me any keywords, by the way? That I might have missed. Just double checking. Let's look at lovely lace bras. XXL. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh. What do you call it, ladies? What do you call it, ladies? Where? Or guys in the know? Where you have a lace bra, but then under the cup wire or whatever, it actually continues down like a half bodice. It's not made out of bodice material. It's still lacy like the bra, but it goes actually down your body, but stops well above your belly button. Oh my god, Kid Ludens, you dare use my own spells against me? That's right, I am the Littlewoods Prince. You dare mention the Littlewoods shopping catalogue with the bra section, with the underwear section. You dare use my own spells against me? Mikey, boobies? Always. With or without the wire? In the example I'm looking at, the bra part still has like a little wire curve under the cups. I love those. They look prettier than regular bars, often. Yeah, no, I like it. I like what's going on with it, sure. Similar to Borat's swimsuit. Absolutely not, Pokechan, but I'm really glad you're involved. A corset bra? One sec. I'll do it in a new tab, though. I don't want to lose what I'm looking at. A corset bra. I remember years ago when we were doing exactly this, and you guys taught me what a teddy was. Or at least I then knew the word for it. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's covering the same amount of area, for sure. I think the examples I'm seeing of the corsety part is really like just as lacy and ethereal as the cup part. But a corset bra is pretty much it, yeah. Oh, a bustier is a combination between a bra and a corset. One sec. Yeah, kind of. A bodice. Let me rephrase. I like them more than normal bras. You do, Toxic. Okay, well when we go shopping to whatever the ladies' shops are, that's what we'll go for. I'll wait outside, but I'm here to help with lingerie. What are you looking for? A bustier, a long line bra. I've just looked at bustiers. They're very close to what I'm thinking of. Let's try long line bra. Either I'm just I saw a bra, but the material kept going under the bra. It was very nice. Ooh, do you know what? Long line bra is bringing me search results that match what I was looking at. Bustier is very, very similar. Long line bra. It's kind of weird. Like you could get around of, you could say it's like it is it an episode of Friends where Rachel's in her underwear and she has to pretend it's Parisian fashion because her boyfriend's parents come home. Like a long line bra is almost a top you could get away with, but not in the daytime, only in a club. No, not a teddy, not a teddy, not a teddy. I learnt about teddies. I like teddies very much. We're always here to help. God bless women. And all who sail in them. Anyway, so. Actually, let's go on another layer, shall we? I'm sort of caught between the two now. What are we listening to? These are like the tracks at the very end of the album. It's just kind of like, uh-huh. I'm a bra half full kind of person. Good. I'm going back to the lace bra. One sec. That's all. That's better. Yeah. It's just a little bit too, like, when somebody uses a distortion effect to try to sound like a robot. It's just like, we're skipping that song. Gonna be honest, that's probably the first one we've skipped though this entire mix. It's been pretty solid. I've quite enjoyed the funk. Well, Mikey, this is now a supported boob and not a hanging boob. Will you change your shape and curves and dimensions? Oh, let's not think too hard. Slightly. All that time I spent imagining a boob under squish and hang. And where has it taken us? Back to big circles. Mikey, do you still wear your iconic denim underpants? There are dozens of us out there, Kid Ludens. Dozens! Didn't you say you'd skip? I did. We skipped the crap one. This is justice. Is this you? Are you saying you want to skip this? Don't give up the good fight. Are you looking for not safe for work illustrations of waifus? Niyatoshi, no, we're looking to draw. Not safe for work illustrations of waifus. The hair is a little bit inspired from Sawdust Maiden Olai. But we're mostly just milfing it up. Cheeky bit of milf before we play games.
He must be a Fremen, or in with them. He's studying us.
Sorry. Hi, I meant. Sorry, let's start over. Way lower pitched. Hello. Guys, we just got raided. by the
cool way to
gorgeous,
go.
the
The lizards are here
fantastic
to lounge.
Lizard the Tree Wizard. Lizard, you star. Holy shit. Lizard, I read your message in bed this morning. But unfortunately, I had to return some phone calls, so I didn't respond to you. I just want you to know that I was super pleased to see what I read. I'm really glad you're vibing. However, I had no idea you were also back streaming. Well, well, well. Guys, go and say hello to the gorgeous Lizard the Tree Lizard, one of my boys. A super dope individual. How is your stream? Mate, how are you? How is your stream? What have you been up to? What's been going on? Also, thank you so much for subscribing. For 65 months. Lizard, have I been weirdly unaware of how long you've subbed to me? Lizard, have I given you access to the club lounge in Discord? That's where I send my nudes. The one above the subs Discord. First day back in a hot minute. Yo, fucking let's go, dude. What are you doing? Just chilling, getting back into the swing? Did you play any games? Did you play Terraria? Did you draw, paint miniatures? Just love your doggos? Venus. Guys, go and follow Lizard. We are looking at long line bras today. Today's theme is long line bras. I painted some minis. Fuck yeah. Anything you want to show off? I remember you doing a rainbow winged... What do you call it when it's a unicorn but it flies instead? You were doing words escape me, such is my joy. You were... I remember things. Sorry, I'm mumbling now. I think we're reaching a point where I need to actually cook my dinner. All my caffeine tea is worn off. I remember things. Cool story. That's the entertainment you come for. We have all your nudes. They get given out as flyers with Domino's coupons. Yeah, it's because the paper's really cheap. Pegasus, Pegasus, Pegasus. Yes. So, okay. Follow-up double-checking question. Is Pegasus the term you call a winged horse? Or are you sure that Pegasus isn't very specifically the name of one winged horse from mythology? Like Pegasus is its name, not its species. Hugs for everyone. Hey Lizzie, dude, lovely to see you, man. We're taking it very easy today. We're actually going to move over to games, but I just wanted... There was a little doodle that was kind of hanging over me last night that I wanted to come back and just sort of have another go at. So here we are, having it going. I'm sort of greebling this bra. think they need some firm liner. Yeah, maybe around the trim. Anyway, welcome Raiders. I hope you love repetition, inconsistency, some gaming, and a lot of complaining with no intent to do anything about it other than moan. I am Mikey. Hear me roar. Yow. Listen, do you need to leave and go and have a wonderful day? Ooh, moaning, eh? I have one shining memory, Lizard, from you. There's one thing I have never forgotten. For another time. Let's say that this is flowers. Creeple, creeple, creeple. So, the reason why we're still here, thinking about this bra shape, is because can we make it a long bra? Let's find out. Oh no. I'm just thinking of a Lord of the Rings character, don't worry about me. I'm regressing, that's why I'm here. You sound like every girl I dated as an adult. Damn, Geitzer. A one-winged horse, a Sephi horse. Absolutely. Mikey missed my cool joke. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kid Ludens. I thought you said you were misspelling something, so I just ignored it. Mr. Croker, how you doing, dudes? Mikey. A quick addition to the search for undergarment names. Would baby doll be one of the things you had in mind? A baby doll? Let's open another tab. Baby doll is what I called my ex-girlfriend in the 1950s. Baby doll. Baby doll bra. Okay. That's not what I'm going for. You have gone in the right direction, dude, but you've overshot the target. A baby doll covers most of the mid-torso. I mean, thank you for adding that to my vocabulary. I will leave that tab open for later. But I'm thinking long bra. Mate, this is so long, isn't it, brah? Yeah, bro. Wonderful. Thank you, Kalukonzi. Always bringing something to the debate table. Another stimulating argument. Kalukonzi, thank you so much for those bitties. I am Mikey. Hear me roar. Hit me roar. Damn, man. I've got to close my OnlyFans. I got to delete that shit. Damn. Does tier 3 subbing get you a Footadoodle lovesick hero? They have to be allowable on Twitch. I couldn't even offer you a solid bulge in the pants. This platform is very against genitalia or sweat. They're fine with you having a dirty birth baby live on stream covered in placental goop on the kids' gaming platform. That's okay. But I'm not allowed to draw sweat or bulges. But thank you for asking, nonetheless. Damn. Although, I do have some Futa characters in mind for some further world building. But that's a little bit further down the line. Lizard, what games are you playing at the moment? Lizard, you probably don't care, because this was a million years ago. But I do want you, and by extension, Chameleon S, to know that I am still an escape room simulator virgin because of you two. I knew that I was, once long ago, I was set to play some rooms with Eva and some rooms with my bro Lizard. So long have I turned my eyes away from the gaze of such games for a promise made long ago in the years of summer. Market is educational. I just beat Dave the Diver recently. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, I love Dave the Diver, and I also love where I stopped playing it. I played it for like maybe 11 hours of gameplay, and I got up to the first big sushi night. That's probably right in the beginning. Like, I dived enough to like come across a sea monster, and we killed it. And I did the big sushi event, so everything was jellyfish. And that was like a really big deal for me. I made a load of money. And I was like, do you know what? That's a great place to stop for now. And we never went back. However, my memories of that game are nothing but fond. I'm going to be doing my annual Terraria playthrough soon. But yes, I love that. I have also abstained from escape room. Mate, I'm throbbing for escape room now. It's been so long. Whenever I hear the word, I just go very, very firm and very hot. And I feel a pulsing feeling. For Escape Room Simulator. Talking about annual things. Lizard, this might be sacrilege to you. And, actually, I'm throwing this question to everybody else. Is this sacrilege? But I obviously sort of do a yearly Lord of the Rings at Christmas watch-along when doing Lego. Live on Twitch. However, I won't be watching the Hobbit trilogy. I'm going to be playing, instead, an edit of the Hobbit trilogy called the M4 Edit that takes all of the movies and turns it into one single 4-hour movie that matches the books, but may not be for everyone. My buddy is ready. Yes. Let's go! Do you guys ever fuck with fan edits on movies and stuff? Like, didn't a director famously make an edit of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I think? And it's just a black and white edit with music scored on top, but no audio? No dialogue, I should say. And like, is it James Franco used to re-edit films?
Going to die down here.
Damn. Andre, good night, Mr. Streamer. Sir Andre, have a wonderful, sweet, non-Polish sleep now that you live in Corsica? I forgot where you're at, man. Dude, best wishes, best restes. Look after yourself. I feel like I need a texture break. Like, maybe instead of behind her, this arm needs to be here. And then basically holding, like, a sheet. Let's duplicate, merge, tilt, maybe leave it here. Again, these are relatively simple doodles. I don't have to go all out. still though, it is for my boy. No, it's not going to help. No, wrong button. Okay, so this is, Mikey, you're making great progress. No, worse than that. Actually, we're doubling back on this. So, this is going to replace this. I'm going to keep this Sword Maiden one anyway, because it's so lascivious. I think that's the right word. We're actually going to replace this into Ayatollah's shot. Ayatollah's slot, I should say. Let's see it. The V it. Control V. And in return, we will Control C, then turn off that layer. Control V. She can sit in there for a minute. Pixie, enjoy your lurk, you gorgeous thing. Every inch of you. A touchable delight. Hey Lona, how you doing, man? Spooky, I've been watching vampire-based media with my housemates. Vampire-based media? I introduced them to Twilight and the Vampire Diaries. Please, please tell me, damn, sorry, weird cross-association there. Please, please tell me, Nancy, that you have watched The Lost Boys. Now, it may not stand the test of time, but as far as my memory is concerned, The Lost Boys is classic vampirism. Core vampirism. Like, it's studyable textbook material. Tommy, you were going to say that as well. Fuck yeah. Yo, nice streak, bro. I did, but I watched it when I was 12 and I had no idea what was happening. Do you want to know? I'm pretty sure that's when I watched it as well. Like I remember motorbike. No, by the way, no plot spoilers. Don't worry, everyone. But I remember the motorbiking stuff, the bit where they're hanging. Then I just remember. Oh God, who's Jack Bauer? Who plays Jack Bauer from the counterterrorism unit? He ended up being the voice of, I think, Big Boss instead of David Hayter. You know the guy. Anyway, I've got a vivid memory of him as a vampire, and I think he gets burnt by the sun, and he cries. Zero, go and get Zero. Go to my. Sorry, you're not. You might not have been there before. Zero. Downstairs. If you go through the lounge, and then you have to go into the kitchen. Zero. But then if you go out the door by the kitchen, just follow it through into the conservatory. That's where the fridge is. Go there, mate, and open the door. And in the door is a gorgeous can of Coke for you. Correct, Zero. You've earned a Coke. It's Kiefer Sutherland. I have a vivid memory of Kiefer Sutherland as a vampire crying for like one shot. And I was like, I've never seen a vampire cry before when they look like a vampire. Although that being said, I think I have seen... Is it Nosferatu? Not Nosferatu. What's the one with Keanu Reeves and then a good actor? It's got Keanu Reeves and it's got Emmanuel Zorg from Zorg Industries. Oh, God. What are people called? Gary Oldman. Thank you. Constantine. Brewmaster. Can of Coke. Rinston. I still think So, I've never read the Constantine comics, nor have I watched the Constantine TV show. And because I don't know the source material, I personally think Constantine is a really good, fun movie. I have no problems with Constantine, the film, whatsoever. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really want them to make a sequel. It's a rewatch for sure. I also remember watching it on the last day of school, thinking, surely this is not appropriate. Did they wheel in the TV on the tray? Oh, Kid Ludens took the last one. Okay, you have to share. Don't swill it round your mouth, that's disgusting, but take a sip and dribble it back in. Oh, Massive Mario Luigi, welcome back, dude. Nice to catch you too. It merits a rewatch. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves. I think, because Gary Oldman plays a vampire in that, spoiler alert, and I think he also cries in that when he's a vampire, I think. Because it is a love story. It's just a weird one. If I have offended you, I apologize. Watching Gary Oldman act in front of Keanu Reeves. He makes Keanu Reeves look like a plank of wood. It's incredible. I was left in the castle with his vixens who drank my blood. It was on VHS. I want to buy a CRT TV. It's such a silly purchase. Nancy, I'm not a million miles away from that line of thinking. I don't know if you were here yesterday when I was talking about my really horrible suspicions about the future of the internet and society, but yeah, a little bit of analog technology might not be the craziest thing to possibly buy. Also, if you get a CRTV, you can use a light gun again. Constantine is a dude who sold his soul to the devil to gain magical powers. Plus he had many other lovers, one being a king shark. His most notable being Zantana. Oh, damn. So it's not the... Oh, Eva, thank you so much. Eva, I'll be honest, Eva, I do feel emotionally better. I feel like this will suit my boy a bit better. But I'm not getting rid of this. I'm just putting her over here for a moment. Please excuse my language, by the way. I don't talk like this casually all the time. but sex slut slave sword maiden. Now that I've sketched her, we have to do something with her. Morgan Fay, I still need keywords. Ink Tie, I still need keywords. Chaotic Wolfie, I still need keywords. We still need to actually flesh out our muscle lady here. Probably gonna rejig this one as well. So borderline no progress is better than 0 progress. Oh, Cyber Wolf Ninja. Thank you very much. I would love to. Cybersex. Wolf Rule 34. Ninja Sex. Got it. Ooh, Other Toxic. How you doing, dude? Welcome. I do teach how to draw, but in a public space where I can't get away with that. My employers would not be happy. Busty waifus only. Busty waifus all night long. My favourite was every now and then I get messages from people who are just like, our art teacher put on your videos. And I remember vividly not being prepared for the very first thing you see at the beginning is like a little 5-second bit where I'm talking about my Patreon. And the old image that I used to use way back in the day was just busty waifus as opposed to like my Patreon content. And I was like, she was like, I remember my art teacher ignored that and then we learned from your videos. I was like, oh, that's such a lovely message. He's an anti-hero and a sarcastic Brit. So Itami, are you talking about the TV show or are you talking about the comics? I'm open to giving that stuff a go. I think one of Constantine's ancestors is in season 1 of Sandman. Also, one of these days, I'm going to bug you for my MTG card. So, Liz, there is a list of legacy MTG cards that are still not being fulfilled. On one of those spreadsheets is Lizard the Tree Wizard, with Lizard Tree Wizard as her keywords. And, so, like, depending on if I end up doing anything cool involving the stream after I speak to a dev, I was half considering leaving the legacy deck as it is, but taking all of the outstanding legacy deck requests and co-opting them into this format, but still actually taking a bit more, because this format's very quick, but still actually taking a bit more time over them as per the MTG legacy stuff. Because then we'll end up with something that either fits this format as it is, or I can take, because it's a different style of black and white, right? In the MTG stuff, it was rendering with grays, whereas this is very AB. But I could still take the imagery and put it in the old school framework with the rules. I haven't quite committed to what I'm going to do about those, but they've certainly not been forgotten. I'll try it one day when I'm at the end of my rope, when you've had enough of teaching, Nancy. Nancy, are you quite a patient soul? The comics and the TV show. So I'm not the only one currently thinking that we're bound for the first net crash. The one thing that governments have hated more than anything in the history of mankind is the limitless connectivity and free sharing of information that came with the rise of the internet, especially in the late 90s, early 2000s. They were not able to dictate what we saw. They were not able to censor what we saw. They were not able to charge us for seeing what we saw, which is also a corporate nightmare. Why should the internet be free? Do you remember when was it Bill Gates and the Tesla guy, when they were like, we're giving free internet to Bangladesh and stuff like that in third world countries. And it turns out they were offering it because they were launching satellites with a limited special browser that they had full control over. It's just like, oh, the corporate nightmare. Yes, perfect, lovely. So I have a very grim suspicion that the fact that the internet is getting flooded with bots is going to rapidly make the entire internet unusable. And that is going according to plan. That realizing that they can't control the free use of information on the internet, the big game plan of the big people in power, don't ask me who they are, I'm just being super vague, is to essentially poison the well so much that we are forced to use corporate and government alternatives. Yeah, but the dead internet theory is step one for something far more malign. I'm just being silly. I'm genuinely happy to be here. Oh, yeah, no, you're golden, Lizard. I'm Lizard. I'm neither. I mean, I do care, but I'm neither bothered nor affronted by you bringing it up, because I've totally like had on the back of my mind, like, what am I doing with those outstanding ones? Nah, you're golden, Lizard. I never realised his beanie was made of tinfoil. I thought it was cotton. That's why it crinkles. That's what I say when people hear my adult diaper. I'm just like, no, I've just got tinfoil in my beanie. That's what you're hearing. Extremely patient with other people, but not myself. Yeah, Nancy, I know that. I know that. I used to do a lot of training when I did my stint doing HR stuff in an office once. And people used to be like, you're like, because like you get reviewed quite a lot, and be like, you're incredibly patient. I loved how you handled this or how you handled that when you're doing like a individual training or when you're doing like a training course, and how you like table stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, all I have to do is imagine the exact opposite of what I would have done if I was trying to teach my mum the difference between an email address and a website. I could train people patiently for hours relatively well. But my God, that day where I had to sit down with my mum and explain to her that she had not been given a web address from her friends and she was not to type it in the search bar, and that it was in fact an email address, a different thing that you type in a different place. Mate, that was the longest day of both of our lives. And my mum would write down like the email address with like, you know, angela.smith@yahoo or whatever. And when she'd type it in, she never types the dots. And she'd be like, it's not working. I'd be like, oh, you've written a dot there though. When they give you their name of their email address, there's a dot in your notes. And you didn't put the full stop. You didn't put the dot when you put it up there. She'd be like, it's just a dot. I'd be like, that dot is the difference between success and failure. I'd be going nuts. So in my professional career, whenever I trained people, all I had to do in any situation is be like, okay, what is the opposite of what I would scream at my mum at this very moment? And just do that. And it made me really good at my job. It's just a dot, you brute. She never typed in the punctuation. She wrote whenever she... Anyway. That's all water under the bridge. I aim to be the type of teacher that I wish I had. Nancy, that is a lovely thing to say. I like that, Nancy. Stop talking. Stop talking. I will bug you about a health check. Oh, sorry. Posture. And sit. I got a little lumbar click. Nothing big. Ooh. That was a lower C. Okay. In IT, every character matters, unfortunately. Mikey, your audio sounds weird. Is my audio sounding off to you guys? Oh, it's your headphones. I don't mind. Oh, I'm out of tea. Take a sip of what, Lizard? Lizard, I am a man bereft of fluid, of passion. Guys, it's time for a break. I literally have no fluid. So I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm actually going to put on my dinner. I had a light lunch, and it's time for my light dinner. And then we'll play some spooky games into the evening, holding hands. Touch streams, wiggly fingers. That works out... Ludens, you shut up. That works out great, because I've just had an alert that an advert's coming up anyway. So, Mikey, what have you done all these hours? One doodle from the thing where these doodles are supposed to take 30 minutes. 30-minute doodle, and then I ink it at my leisure. Did it take 30 minutes, Mikey? No. Maybe. It could have taken 30 minutes. Maybe this is a 30-minute doodle, and if anyone asks, that's what you guys are going to tell them. Take care. I'm going to have a look. Lizard, thanks again for that raid. Lovely to see you. I'll pop you a message. Yeah, mate. Catch-ups. Kid Ludens. I hate that made me smile. Kid Ludens, you shut up. Stop talking shit. And I did not enjoy that at all. Mate, we got some really cool games to play, actually. We've got some vibes. I will see you shortly.